Oh, look, my hair looks crazy. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, rehearsal schedule is 1 o'clock, I think. It is 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock says 1 o'clock says something else. Um, Yay. Hey, Maureen. And it's Robin Matusoff.
Good morning.
My hair looks crazy today. What the?
It looks good. You just had it done, huh?
Yeah, so I can't wash it the first few days. Even look at I'm all blue because
Oh,
I sweated. Remember we used to make fun of old men for doing that? We'd like, what do you got, shoe polish in your hair? And
oh yeah, yeah,
here I
yeah.
am. Here we are. Right. Now that'll come right off. I just was too busy to take it off. Yeah, I got home. Yeah, this is funny. I got home last night. Well, oh, from having my hair done. And Kenny was here. Kenny, the director for the play, was here at my house when I came in. But they have free use of the Blue Room, which is where the store used to be, my little Avon store. So he was in there and they were having a rehearsal that I was unaware of. And but they were done and he was waiting for me. So I spent the next 2 hours getting marching orders from Kenny. And one of them was which I didn't expect because I had my day planned today, which is of course blown, but it doesn't matter. What he wanted me to do is give the schedule for the rehearsals for the rest of August to everybody. And so I would just typing all that in and emailed it to the mailing list and posted it in the group. So
When is
I'm
the play?
still October 18th and 19th.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and it's funny because I think there ought to be a person assigned just to keep not just Kenny, but all of the major ones. Um, like this has been reoccurring over the last two times. You know, you get in the middle, like we're in the middle. So he's like, we don't have time to do this. This isn't working out. I don't think we're going to get this done. And I'm like, no, no, I don't know anything about this, but I said, you know, the person the first year told me as long as we didn't stop, we're going to get it done. And that's worked the last two times. Let's just keep going. And I keep having to say that. I can't believe I'm the voice of reason. That ought to scare everybody because I don't know what I'm doing. But that's been true the last two times. We had people missing, people quit at the last minute, stuff happened. We didn't have the lighting right and all. Stuff just happens every time. And as long as we just keep rolling, it works out somehow. At the end, it just works out. I don't know. So that's what I said to him. We just got to keep rolling. Let's just keep rolling.
Yeah.
So I did get another cast member. I had a family back out. That was the thing. Six of them. Six people backed out. There was only, I think,
Oh,
two of them
wow.
had speaking roles. The others were just fill-ins, but still. And I found some to fill that in. So here's one. He's coming tonight to pick his binder up. But you know what? This is a good example to talk about. This is an excellent reason why, or well, at least in my mind, procedures are important, that I'm following the thing because people, all this stuff happens. You're like in a play tornado, and without having stuff that happens all the time, so I know what to go back to. You know what I mean? I'd be losing my mind
Yeah.
like he is because he's not dealing with all that. And he was funny because he's like, "What makes you think?" Because he's got this and this and this. And I said, "Yeah, but Kenny, you're a boss man. You're a boss man at the theater when you work there in New York, and here he does construction. He's the boss." I said, "You're not used to dealing with your own paperwork and all that. That's somebody else's job. So you're getting upset about stuff that you don't usually even deal with." So just let us deal with it. But anyway, that's how that's
Some
going.
people just need things to get upset about regardless.
Yep.
Well, I can
Makes
see,
their day.
right. He some of it, and I wish I was better at this. This is not my forte, but I try to not micromanage the other people's jobs. You heard me talk about that before, Maureen. Right. So when Kenny was here, I showed him the new versions of the cards that we were doing. And I'll show you because Robin didn't see them.
Are they for the play?
Yeah. So what they were looking for, let me see if I tore one up because it wasn't, they wanted to send out a letter on a 4-page letter to businesses for fundraiser on black ink on white paper with no pictures or anything and in a white envelope. And I'm like, the problem with that is I think the world has gotten past that. You know what I mean? I'm a business owner that usually gets those letters in this town. So if I had got a 4-page letter, no, okay, boil it down, tell me what you're doing, why you want money, how much money, and how would I do it? That's what I want. I don't want
Mhm.
all kind of fluffy stuff. So I was trying to get them to narrow it. They narrowed it down to a page. And then, of course, when I did the mock-ups and showed Kenny, he took out a bunch more stuff. And I think what we've decided, which I was thrilled with, I was trying not to do that because I didn't want to they had committee meetings and everything over that word. And they had a whole hours and hours of meetings. And I said to Kenny, I thought you were at that meeting. And he's like, no, I was at one of them. I wasn't in on the rest of that. It's like, oh no. But I think we've decided I'm just going to start mailing them and not tell everybody that we narrowed it. Because what are they going to do? Go check everybody's card? Right. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, he had excellent revisions. But I'll show you. Yeah, here's the one.
Now, do you send those out to people in advance of the play, inviting them,
Well,
or asking for
there's
donations, or?
more than one version of this, but the version that I'll show you here is uh, sent to the 57 business owners that are here in town because
Oh,
it's a
okay.
small town, and it's
Mhm.
asking for sponsorships. Okay, so um, yeah, I was trying. Yeah, I'm like I said, I was trying not to micromanage the situation, but this is the 4-page thing they sent that they wanted mailed to everybody. And I'm like, well, no.
They
And
wanted that put in a card?
no, they weren't
Oh,
thinking of a card. They were just going to
oh, they
mail
wanted that mailed to everybody.
white sheets of paper. And then when I talked about the card, um, they didn't understand the concept. They thought I was just going to have a whole bunch of cards printed and sent to me, and then they were going to insert the 4-page letter and mail it inside the card.
Mhm.
And I'm
Oh,
like, well, no, we just want to scan I said scan at first because I didn't realize it wouldn't look good because that they had too many words. So then I typed in what they wanted. But just to give you an example, this is the sponsorship chart that they had. So it tells how much the sponsorship is and how much what you get for it. You've seen that before
Hmm.
probably.
uh-huh.
So I just took that information and put it in Canva, and this is what it looks like in the card. So
Oh,
I didn't come up with this myself. This was a template they had. In Canva, they're selling tickets. I just changed it from tickets to sponsorship options and put the amounts of the options and underneath what you get for the option. So this
yeah,
was a
that's more eye pleasing than sending out white
Hmm.
pieces of paper.
bingo. Well, it's just, and then you know how I like to use my work more than one place. I can screenshot these or whatever I want to do. This is an actual graphic I can use alone. These all can be used for social media posts. So, and I can use it in a different kind of card too. So there's
Mm-hmm.
just a lot of this that, and my point was, Kenny laughed, but I think this is a valid point, is I tried to include pictures of as many people that I could think of. I looked through all the cast pictures and I tried to pick the ones out that I thought people would recognize. Like this guy is Bill Straw. He works down the transfer station. Everybody in town knows who
Oh,
he is. And that's what
yeah,
I wanted. I want as many people as like I want a business owner to pick up this card and say,
I
"Oh,
know him.
Bill's involved in this. Oh, I'm gonna support that because Bill's awesome." Or even if they just know him. Oh, I know her. I see her
Mm.
at the store. I want them to see people that they recognize. So I put on the back of the card, I put more pictures.
That's a great
And
idea.
and these are all people that are in town that I
Hmm.
know are likely to be recognized by these business owners. So
So,
anyway,
Lisa, are you going to be in the play?
oh no, I'm never in the play
No,
because
I didn't think
they,
so. I just thought I'd ask.
yeah, it's not. The first year I was adamantly opposed to being in the play, um, but to me, it's not my thing. What I know how to do is secretary work, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I know he likes to call me what am I a producer, but the reality is I'm assisting him with admin work, and that's
yeah.
what I know how to do. So to me, that's fine. I would
Hmm.
rather do that than because some people only have a few lines anyway. So they're doing all that sitting around. And there's a lot of people that want to do that. There's not that many people that want to do this. So so I'm trying to use the skills that I have in my business
Hmm.
and helping with this thing. And the card thing is, I don't know why I didn't think about this the other two plays, by the way. So anyway, they came up they have about five different logos they were looking at, but this one to me fit this card because of how this is elongated. So this one, and it was funny, that was Kenny's feedback is, can I make this bigger? And I'm like, well, not unless you cut the people off the ends. And then and he's like, just stretch it one way. And I'm like, well, you you can't do
Yeah.
that. It has to be proportional. You move it on the corner, right? But anyway, so that's the front. And then again, the to me the strategy was include pictures with as many people as I can because I want the people getting these cards to find someone they recognize. So that's the cast from year one, which is 22. Uh, I typed in the letter that they gave me. The edits that you see here are the things that Kenny had me take out, so it looks even better now. This is something I just made in Canva and put there. Um, this is just more pictures from the play that people I thought they'd recognize. And here is the GoFundMe QR code that you get right from the GoFundMe site. This this I also made in Canva. Um, no, actually, this is a screenshot. This I made in Canva that tells when the performances are and what else. Yeah, the times and the dates of the performances. And this is one of the guys in the play, and that's the play was about him. His character was in the play, and then this is the drone shot from that first year where we had the line going out the door. I
Oh,
just like
nice.
that picture. But anyway, so I'm mailing these out to the 57 businesses. And if you think about it, for my business, for my personal business, this
Hmm.
is exactly what works out great for me because when I'm the one that's doing the admin work, I have all the cast members and crew in my database. And now I have these 57 businesses in there too, many of which I didn't have before. Now, how that's important is the same thing that the play people are actually benefiting from me running from office all those years because now I'm going to be sending this one went to businesses, but I have another version that's just advertising the play. Come see the play. You can donate if you want to, but it's coming up. It's one of those kind of cards. And I have hundreds of people in my database that live here in town that either bought Girl Scout cookies from us or they signed my petition to get on the ballot all those years because I saved all those. Kenny thought that was funny too, but to me, that's what's so awesome about SendOutCards is that you have a place that you can save all your contacts and
Mhm.
it's accessible from my phone on their app. So
That's
I
true.
always have it available to me. And I put them in groups. So um, I ran for state rep over 20-year span every 2 years for 10 different times. I had to get 100 signatures. And then I think the third time I had to get
Yeah.
150 every time. My libertarian compadres, every year, they saved none of the names of who signed for them the year before. They started fresh every year and they stood
Mhm.
out in front of the grocery store and at the dump with a clipboard and got 150 every year.
That's not an easy thing to do.
No, that's why I didn't
Mm-mm.
want to do it.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, we saved all those names because on the petition to get on the ballot, it has their name and their mailing address. So I saved them
Right.
all and I put them in a group and send out cards. So I literally have hundreds in there. And I didn't have to stand out at the grocery store or the dump starting with like the third cycle. All I did was go back and send out a letter to all these people, a card actually to all these people that already signed for me and said, guess what? I'm running again. Would you mind stopping by my house and signing? And that worked.
No, okay.
I never had to stand out again after that. And it was funny that even though I didn't have to do that, my libertarian compadres didn't start doing that strategy. And now the play's going to benefit from that because I've got all those contacts already in there. Because Kenny said, isn't there a way we can bulk mail to the whole town? I said, yeah, but we can't afford it. We don't have money. This is the play. It's a community play. However, I can send a few every day to all these people that already know me. So they're going to be more apt to open that anyway because they already know who I am. My return address is on it. They're going to say, oh, I wonder what she's sending me a card for. Oh, it's a play. So I think that having that robust database, so it's every opportunity to add people and then put as much information as you can in there about them too. So a lot of these, the name addresses, when I run into these people again for whatever reason, either they started buying from me or whatever, then I'll look them up on whitepages.com and get the rest of it. I'll get their phone or their email, which they have now. Whitepages.com
Mhm.
has their phone and their emails and their birthdays. So I'll fill in what I don't have
Hmm.
and make sure I have the groups assigned. I think the group assignment is uh, the biggest thing, making sure that I know where I know them from. Because without that, it's a little bit harder. So I
Yeah.
have lots and lots and lots of groups. Are you guys doing the groups too?
I started doing them about a year and a half ago, and it's one of my favorite things. I love it.
I think
Yeah.
it makes a
I've got
difference.
a Christmas card group.
Oh, that's good.
And I think I have a Avon group where I send out cards for anniversaries and birthdays.
And
But
just because they're in the group doesn't mean you have to mail to the whole group. So let's say
right.
you pulled up a card, you can, and then you pull up the group that you want to mail it to. You can go through the group and uncheck people you don't want the card to go to if you want to do it that way.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just pull up the group, export it to Excel and print it, and then I send a few a day like I do my other cards.
Mhm.
That's what I'm doing with Play. This is the list for the businesses that they gave me.
Oh,
I
wow.
printed it and I'm entering. The yellow means that I entered it, the business in my database. And the little note here means I sent them their card.
That's quite a list.
It's only
Yeah.
57.
Really?
It,
Looks like
yeah,
more.
no,
Okay.
it's only 57 businesses. Yeah.
It still takes time, though.
What'd you say?
It still takes time.
Oh yeah, no. And actually I could
Oh,
have
you can
learned
only
how
do a
to,
certain amount of cards a day anyway, though, right?
yeah, I can do 10 a day. I'm still on the
10.
97. Yeah.
Mm,
So I'm doing my regular and then I'm doing 3 or 4 of those every day. And
hmm
that may not sound like many because Kenny's like 3 or 4 a day. That's not many, but 4 times 7 is 28. That's half. It's
Yeah,
not going to take me that long to knock the whole list off
right.
at that rate.
right.
So yeah, but anyway, the point I think is the group thing. Um, I don't know about you, but I have enough contacts in there that it's very, very helpful if I know where I know them from.
Yeah.
So having
Yeah.
the groups has been very, very helpful. Although you can, like I can, you can search in the database, or what do they call it? Contact manager and send out cards. You can search by zip code and get everybody in the town, or you could search by the name of the town. There's
hmm
a lot of ways that you could pull them up, but I
Mhm.
personally like to know where I know them from, not just their geography location. So like I have one called petition signers, which would have been all the people that signed to help me get on the ballot. Yeah. And to me, it's not because what did he say? Kenny thought all those people were libertarians. I'm like, no, not not by a far stretch. I said sometimes people will vote for you whether they're libertarian or not because they know you and they like what you stand for. They don't necessarily like libertarians in particular or whatever. Because last time I had 1,500 people vote for me, there weren't 1,500 libertarians in Ware. I can promise you that, right? There might not be 1,500 in my county. I don't know. Uh, but sometimes the thing I know is they supported me by signing for me to get on the ballot. So at the very minimum, they recognized my name and likely would open a card if I sent them one. So
Mm.
to me, that's helpful, especially now working on something else. So to me, all of those things end up weaving into each other, is why, like every day, I try to add somebody. Yeah, my person for today, by the way, I already got them. Yay! Was the new person for the play, and I don't have his address yet because um, he's too young to be in white pages. He's under.
Oh,
I looked him up. So I'm going to have to ask him. So what I've got is the cell phone's in his dad's name. So his dad comes up when you white page it reverse. So what I've got so far is his name, his address, and his cell phone only. So when he gets here, I'm going to say I need his picture with the binder because that's part of the process. You don't get to have your binder unless I take your picture with it. And then right, 'cause, why I do that, Robin, is so they sit there and they have the picture with the binder like this. And then I have a picture of them, their face, with their name at the top and the person they're playing, the cast member they're playing
oh, that's
there.
cool.
So the reason that's important is like I sent all those pictures to Kenny in a big card as a cheat sheet because there's 30 something people on the cast and a good half of them we didn't know before now. So when he and I are talking about somebody, we don't want to keep going. The short one with the blonde hair, which one are you talking about? And now we can just open the big card and go, that one, that one. And if you can't, you know what I mean, the name's right there.
hmm
So that's part of that procedure. And then I'm going to make them social media posts. Do you remember when we did the book launch and we had the endorsement graphics? It's kind of on
Mhm.
that idea. Oh, you don't remember when I did that? I had, I requested endorsements, so written endorsements, and I put the person's picture, their information with their links and stuff. Like if they were, like Bob Berg gave us one, and he's the
hmm
go-giver guy, and he had his links on it, and then his quote. was there, but
Okay.
the background was, said the lady with the blue hair background. So that was an endorsement graphic. And then we gave it to Bob and he put it up on his thing and we used it too to promote. And if you think about it, it really was promoting Bob too. So Bob was happy to put it out
True.
because it helped Bob.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have anyway because he's a nice guy, but um, in the play, some of the people in the play feel like if they promote the play, they're being braggadocious or and it's really not like that. Everybody needs to promote it because that's the way life is, right? It's only
Mhm.
going to be successful if enough people know about it. So to help them, I'm making them the graphic. And the graphic has the like the poster from the event that the play's taken place at, the play itself ours, and then their graphic of them standing there with the binder. And then I have a little thing that they all do that's it's called, what is it, Interview Fast Five. And it's questions like, what do you like best about Ware, New Hampshire? Or what do you like best about your character? And they're just like generic questions like that, but there are five of them, and every cast member answers the same five. So I think last year we had, what was your favorite TV show or something like that? It was, I
Mm.
didn't do this year's yet, but so I'm making that graphic. And the other thing this year I'm doing too is sending the picture of them with their binder on a flat card with a thank you message on the back. Because I think every time I send them something or do something personalized like that, I cut down on the turnover. You know what I mean? Because people are going to feel like part of the group, especially where we're not we're not rehearsing as an entire cast very often. So they could go weeks without us interacting. And I want to make sure everybody feels appreciated and part of the group, or they'll wander off. That's how this works. Everybody's a volunteer. No one's getting paid to do this. So sometimes cast members wander off, and it cuts down on that if they feel loved and appreciated. So I'm started to send the flat card with the uh, binder picture on the front. And the first one I did was the guy that it was Liz's husband. I needed a middle-aged man. And Liz came with her husband. Liz came to get her binder. He didn't even get out of the truck. And she came in and I took her picture and I said, you know, your husband would be awesome for Moses, the character. And she said, oh no, he's not interested. I've already asked him a bunch of times. And I said, you mind if I take a run at it? Right. And I went out there and I didn't know her husband, Mike, but I went up to the truck and to the window. I said, hey, Mike, my name's Lisa. And I was wondering if, could you just do me a favor for next Sunday? We're having the first read. And I said, I don't have anybody to read for Moses, and it really would help me out if you just show up and read that day. If you could just do that for me. He said, I could do that for you. I can do that. So he showed up, and of course, I had his binder ready with his name.
And
Right.
he said when he saw the binder,
I think his wife might have tipped him off what was going on, but he smiled and he thought it was funny. So I backed him up and I said, here's your binder. You don't get into the read without a picture with your binder. And I just went like he already had said yes. And he went in and he did an awesome job. He's going to be awesome. And on his way out, he said to me, I'm going to do a good job for you. So I'm like, he's in. So I want to make sure I was sealing the deal though. So I sent him a thank you note immediately because I knew when he got here on the first read day, his intention was I'm gonna do a favor and then I'm wandering off in the sunset. So I sent it and I know it was well received because his wife uh messaged me all excited and then she posted it on her Facebook. So it's
that's
like,
pretty cool.
so that's awesome. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I sometimes that doesn't work by the way, the assumptive close. So but
Hmm.
Mm.
it works often enough, I keep doing it.
Oh,
So
I have a quick question,
please.
Avon related. You know how we normally get emails saying that, I don't know if you do, but I usually get emails saying that the money's being transferred to the bank, hyper wallet and all that, like 3 different emails. But there
Mhm.
were no emails yesterday.
Oh, I got
And
mine.
you got an email?
I got 3, just like I always do.
Yeah, I did not get any,
Did
but
you
I
look in your
did I
spam?
did look up in the account and the money's there, but I
You
didn't
look
get
in
an
your
email.
spam folder? Your spam folder,
No,
maybe?
I did not because it's never gone to spam before.
Because I got them. I got
Maybe
all
it
3.
came late or something, but I still don't see one. No, it's just weird because I had another Avon person, Doris, called me actually, wanted to know if I had gotten any emails. I'm like, no, not yet. But then I texted her back that it's in my account, so you know,
Yeah, no, I got the 3 emails and the money, just like always.
let me
So
go
I'm
to
not sure.
spam.
So Maureen, you want me to do that little uh soapbox speech from Tuesday? Oh my God.
What the
Oh
If
my
soap?
God. I got so many private messages yesterday from people. Oh my God, I just saw the news. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
but
What are you
so
gonna
many,
do?
how many we talking? 5?
No, I got like 20, like 22 messages from people yesterday, text
But they
messages.
most of them were Avon representatives.
No,
Oh,
because
from
what
that
happened was
announcement.
in other states they put it on their nightly news, like
Right,
their nightly news.
right.
I
So it
didn't
was
have
just
anything
like,
here, but
No,
yeah, they
so
didn't have anything here.
what we were talking about on Tuesday that Maureen was at is that I think people shouldn't repeat it. The odds of
No.
someone seeing that news story are small.
yeah, I didn't see it. I
If
mean,
someone
we know
says
it's not
something,
us, so
right, right. If someone says
Right.
something to you, you know about it, you answer. But the number of representatives that are posting it on their public wall
they
and
shouldn't do
saying,
that. Yeah.
I know this was all over social media. No, it was only all over because we've been putting it all over. They said, I know
Yeah.
this, but so I wanted to address it, which is crazy because they're posting people aren't reading all that explanation. They're just seeing the news story. So they're
Yep.
And
they're starting their own fire and then
I've been telling
complaining.
my customers for a long time that we were bought out 4 years ago by LGH&H, the
Mhm.
different products, and it just gives us different things to sell. And
But I
customers that
mean,
are
if
buying
it
that stuff,
comes, I
so I
do
don't
if
care.
it comes up, but I'm not certainly bringing it up. And it's actually for that reason that I was telling the other representatives. Um,
Yeah.
if you buy something at Target, do you know everything about Target's corporate
Mm,
workings and what they're doing? Our Avon
Yeah.
customers don't care about that. They just want their stuff. So you
Yep.
don't need to inform them every time something happens, especially because this doesn't even affect us. This isn't even
true.
us. So, because they're like sending out letters, stapling on the front of their brochures about this, and they should ignore it. Unless
Yep.
asked, then tell them, say,
The
oh,
US got out
Yeah.
while the getting was good.
I had somebody post on there, somebody that I'm acquainted with, I'm not really friends with her. She put on her Facebook page something about who had Avon filing for bankruptcy and Paramount going out of business on their bingo cards for 2024. And I'm like, oh, then all of a sudden, all these people are commenting on her post. And I'm like, oh my Lord.
but you're
It was
still
just like,
you're still better off to ignore it, I think, because this will
yeah,
blow
it was
over.
just,
Matter of fact, bankruptcy, even if it was us, which is not even us, even if it was us, that doesn't necessarily mean they're closing their doors in most businesses. They go on from that. They
They
just are
do.
yeah.
rearranging or whatever they're doing financially. But this isn't even us.
No, and then
But
if you read,
I'm
if
just,
they actually read the article, you would see at the bottom it says they're owned by Nutra.
but then people don't,
They're not read. All they're seeing is the Avon.
right?
Mm,
Which is
mm,
fine,
Yeah.
but where I think it's funny that like in the big group, Molly's group, someone wrote, I'm sick of putting out fires all the time, but you're starting the fire. She posted that on her public wall and she said, I'm sick of putting out fires. A fire she started. She
Yeah.
her customers and her friends likely would not even have seen that, or a small percentage of them might have seen it. But to put it right on
Probably
your,
not.
oh, you're starting your own fire, and then
Yeah.
complain that you have to put it out.
See, I learned a lot of this from you. You know, it goes back to that thing I posted so many years ago. Remember that, Lisa? And
Yeah.
that's when I started learning a lot of this from you, because probably the old me might have said something about it publicly, but now that I've been training with you and I've gotten to know you and I've like taken your business ideas and go, yeah, they make sense. I mean, number
Well,
one,
doesn't
she's been
this
doing
make
this for
sense
40 years.
though? It's just
It does
hurting
make sense.
yourself.
It does
Yeah.
make sense, but the old me might have done something about it. The new me is like, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's not us. It doesn't matter. I'm
You know
not
what
saying a
works?
word.
This works good. This whole theory works good too. I realized long ago, if I do something stupid or do something embarrassing or make a stupid decision or whatever, that also doesn't get known by many people. Just a handful find out. The rest of people don't know I even ever did it. And I
Yeah.
just move on and ignore it. Like
Yeah.
I don't have to
Uh,
like hide under a rock for the next 5 years because I did something stupid, or
yeah.
because anything that you do or say or post, a small percentage are going to even know about it. And that's true
Yeah.
about the news. And I mean, somebody would have to literally be following or be having AVP as their Google search word or something. They would have to be, and not many will do that. Not even many
See,
Avon reps will do that
one rep said that she gets Yahoo Business News on her phone.
because she
And
signed
that
up for it.
because yeah, and that's how she found out about it. So she gets it on her phone and then she starts to spread it. And it's
She
like,
broadcasts it, yeah. And then
yeah,
she's probably going to complain that she has to put out fires that aren't her fault when she
yeah,
started the fire.
yeah, yeah. It's just crazy. It's like just, and
Yeah.
then Sean and I were talking about it yesterday, and I said, it was his reaction was so funny. If you knew my husband, you'd get this. I said, all these people, all these reps are freaking out about this announcement. So I told them about the announcement, and he goes, but that's not your company. And I said, no, it's not our company. And he goes, did you tell them they're effing stupido then?
Well, yeah, that's why I say ignore it because you can't really do that, even though you
Yeah,
desperately
yeah,
want to.
but it was so funny. And then I said, what else did I say? I said, and if they were really thinking, if these people
Oh,
were
nice.
really thinking about it, Avon wouldn't be paying all that money to put on the convention next week in Boston. Do you know how much money this is costing them?
Well, in whoever's defense there, when they decide that they're closing a country, none of the people that we talk to here in our country in Avon are going to know that that's going to happen. So the fact they're still having the convention, no, that would still be
Unless you live in
happening.
Boston.
Would you say, Robin?
Unless you're in Boston.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Well, I
meant
meant if
no, I
Hmm.
meant like when they're going to fire somebody, they don't tell them ahead.
Oh,
They
I
go
see.
there at corporate, they go up there with a box and they say, unfortunately, your employment is no longer needed here. We're going to need to take your box and escort you out the building. They don't let you stay. You don't work out a notice or anything like that at a big corporation like this. That's the same
Mhm.
when they close it down. These guys that we talk to that are all working here at Avon Corporate, they don't know. Like over in Korea, they could be talking about not doing business here anymore, and these guys wouldn't know that. They let
oh, okay.
everything keep going. They let everything keep going, and then all of a sudden the plug gets pulled. But I don't see that that's, I mean, that could happen no matter who we repped for.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't let that bother you. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't change my plans. Like you heard me say on Tuesday, the first I heard of the story was someone text me saying, unfortunately, they won't see me in Boston because now that Avon's filing bankruptcy, they're not going to the convention. And I'm like, that ain't
Really?
even us.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, making business decisions based on a news story without even knowing the whole thing is cray cray,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. But I would personally, I just keep plugging along, even if I thought things weren't going good, because and I have backup plans. That's we all should, whether
Mhm.
we're employed or repping for a bunch of companies or whatever. Because anything could happen. I Anything could happen, but this
That's
particular
true.
thing isn't happening to us.
No. Hey, do you remember a couple weeks ago when we were on the call here and y'all gave me the ideas about putting my Avon sign back up?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday morning, Sean went out to take the trash down. Somebody cut my sign down.
Oh,
I
that's
wonder who did
mean.
that. Can you
Because
get
it was
another
on,
one?
well, they left the sign at the end of my driveway.
No. Okay.
So what they, but because I was like, because it was
But
zip
they cut
tied.
it
So
off.
Oh, zip
they cut,
ties?
they cut all the zip ties off.
Okay.
And at first I was like, well, it was really windy last night, but then I'm like, wait, the wind doesn't even, when it's like really even that the windiest here,
Oh,
it,
don't put any more thought. Just run out with more zip ties. If they
yeah,
didn't
so I'm
wreck
gonna
it,
put it,
yay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it back up. But I'm like, who would do that? Like, who would take the time to stop, get a pair of scissors or a knife and cut? I mean, who would
Unless
do
you
that?
have a ring camera, you'll never know. So just forget
No.
about it.
Yeah, it
A
was
lot of
Yeah.
just,
crazy people.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
Mhm.
that is just
Yeah. Don't.
insane.
Yeah. I've had plenty of stuff like that happen. Don't let that bother you.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we're gonna put it back out there. But yesterday, by the time we found it yesterday, because it was, I say morning, it was about 11:30. It was already over 100 degrees. So the mailbox and everything was like scalding hot. So I have to wait until it cools down to go put it back up. Because I
Mm.
zip tied one side of it to the post that's holds the mailbox. And then the other side I had a stake.
You know
So
when that used to happen to me and I didn't know who was doing it and I found out later was early when I lived in the trailer park, I had gotten a quarter sheet of plywood, painted it white, and put Avon and my phone number on it. And I hammered nails and nailed it to one side was a tree, the other side was a phone pole. And the phone pole side kept probably every 2, 3 years, it would get pulled off the phone pole and thrown into the woods right next to the pole. I thought it was a person doing it, and it was the telephone company.
Hey, you're not allowed to put
And
anything on the phone poles.
every time it was missing, I'd stop the car, put on my flashers because it's on a curve, go in the woods, fish it out, and I'd take that as an opportunity to repaint it. So I repaint the white and do the letters over, and I nailed it back up there. That went on for about 12 years. I did that every couple, 3 years. And matter of fact, the other one too, the other one was on a tree.
You never
And
got a
that,
notice from the phone company or anything?
no, no,
Oh,
they just threw
okay.
it in the woods. And then the other one was on a tree, and that ended up being on somebody's land. She didn't say anything for 12 years. And she called me because then she knew me by then, and she said, you know, you've had a sign on my tree all these years, and I want you to take it down because I'm repping for somebody else. She's not Avon, and she said people ask me if I'm Avon. I said, oh, I didn't know that was your tree. Okay, but she let that go on for. So to me,
Well,
it's always easier to
that
what?
was nice of her. She
yeah.
let
Right.
it go for a long time.
Yeah,
So,
in the phone one too. That worked out for years. That was fabulous. So, but I didn't get spend any time worrying about who was doing it because it didn't get pulled down often enough for me to. I mean, if
Yeah.
someone right away does it again, I might get a ring camera and try to catch them, but if I were you. But other than that, I wouldn't let it bother you because it might be something, who knows, might be something
Yeah.
stupid.
It
Yeah.
was just like,
it could have been kids that did it too. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah, it could have been
you
anything.
yeah.
know, I had a snowman disappeared off of my front lawn one day, and I think some teenagers just took it for a joyride, never came back, but they pulled it up, stakes and all.
Yeah, yeah, crap
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know for a while around here, people in the at Christmas time were stealing everybody's blow ups.
No, those
Yeah,
aren't
they were
cheap either. That's too bad.
no,
Because those are what,
no. So then I
$65?
went last year. I have what did I get? I got like a 12-foot snowman and a 10-foot blow up Santa Claus. So I got these,
Oh,
and then I've got a big polar bear. I've got these huge things that like go over the top of my roof. one of them
Wow.
goes, that's how tall it is. Because I live in a one-story house. So my neighbor said to me one day, the one that I hadn't gotten along with for a long time, he said to me, I was putting all the decorations out, and he goes, "What are you trying to outshine me?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no, you park in front of my house and I want people to see my decoration.
Yeah, people, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess.
So,
But I want to tell you real quick. I started reading this book last night. It says
mm,
Deal Your Own Cards.
mm-hmm.
It's by Donna Sylvester.
Yeah, that's
And
in
it's all
the
about
there
send
was
out
in the
cards.
it was in the send out cards gift thing. I don't know if it is right now, but it was. Is that
I'm
where
not
you got
sure.
it?
I'm not sure how I got it.
Because
I've
that's
had it for a
yeah,
while.
book you can buy. Awesome. It's a good book.
Yeah, so I started reading it last night, and she talks about Jordan. I'm up to chapter 4. But what I like about it is just about everything that you and I and you started, and then we've talked about, she puts in here.
Yeah, she's doing a long time, sent out cards for a long time.
Yeah.
She's been
So
doing.
I'm up to chapter 4, key skill to develop your story.
That's awesome.
So this is
Yeah,
a
they're
pretty good
doing.
book.
If you're the dog's under my chair here because it's thundering out. Here he comes.
Oh,
Poor dog. Yeah, he's breathing hard. If you or what's I say? Oh, Saturday they're having like a prompting seminar thing, and if you're an affiliate, it's free, and it's I believe it's virtual. You can go on. So in
Okay.
case you haven't heard Cody tell his stories and stuff, that's worth spending time. Even if you just pick Cody's part of it. What
yeah.
were you gonna say, Robin? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, no, no. I will be in Oregon this weekend,
Oh, nice.
moving Nick up there for his last year of college.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Packing his car tonight. He and Ron are driving up tomorrow, and Anton and I fly out tomorrow night for a couple days to help him get everything set up and, do the usual grocery and Costco shopping.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Oregon. Nice.
Oregon.
Is
It's going to
Oregon
rain up there, so I'll actually get to see some rain because we don't get any rain here.
is Oregon the state that you can't pump your own gas?
I don't know.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Used to be? Oh,
Used
Yeah,
to
it
be.
used to be, I guess, I think it's the beginning of this year they passed the law, and it's
I
like,
think New Jersey they still have to pump your gas or something. It's
because I have a
hilarious.
friend that reps another company, and she said she put something about it, because her husband worked for Costco, and now that they don't pump their own gas, his hours were getting cut because they had
Oh,
so many
um,
people working in the gas section. And then my friend Georgie was posted a picture with his husband Brandon about how excited he was because he got to pump his own gas.
I haven't seen a full service gas station in years.
right.
Not since I
Right.
lived in New York.
That's how
Yeah.
come
I've never seen one. I've
that's
never
how
seen
come
one.
I'm still traumatized from seeing that one when I was in Oregon with the truck.
Huh.
Like, what? I can't pump my own gas? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah. Let me share screen just for a second and let's send a card because I saved one of my 10 for you. Let me I was just gonna look because I think I added down here in my thing. These are ones that I've sent this was a customer thank you note. She ordered 3 of these and got one of these free in her order. So usually I look up what they ordered and put their
Um,
whatever it was on the front.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. I should do that.
And oh, this one was interesting. I already said, oh yeah, you guys get to see one. He'd kill me if he knew I was showing you that. Look at he was killing flies there.
Wow.
I sent him a picture.
Oh, it looked
Anyway,
like a spatula from back here. Okay.
no, they're 2 fly swatters. He's
Oh,
like,
I'm not even seeing that one. Hold on. I don't see it. Let me move you
oh,
guys.
it's
Let me
here.
move you guys. Oh,
Yeah. He's crazy about flies like Jeff's crazy about squirrels. He
oh,
thinks he's going to rid the world of the fly population, like Jeff thinks he's going to rid the world of the squirrel population. I'm not
I've got
understanding
plenty of
either.
squirrels out back here. He's welcome to come and get rid of.
Well, yeah, I'm not understanding that whole thing, but that's okay.
My
No,
dog likes to bark and chase them.
this is what I thought was interesting is this is little mini Christmas trees that I
Are those
purchased.
Christmas cactuses?
No, they're fake little Christmas trees, and they have
Oh,
little
those are the
metal
ones that you had
stands
in your
and
Avon store.
whiskey barrels. I had them in the whiskey barrels out front.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's 8 of them. There's 8, and they're tall. This makes them look short, but they're probably 2 or 3 feet tall. And this is little wire racks that they sit on because they're fake. They're pre-lit. They have little battery operated things on them. Anyway, I'm selling them because here in New England, you guys are gonna laugh because of where you live, but if you don't know enough to put these steaks in the whiskey barrels like in September, the if the ground freezes in the whiskey barrel and
Oh,
I can't get them in, and then if I do get them in, I can't take them out till like April because I live in the Great White North, right? So anyway, I didn't want them anymore. I was sick of it. So there's the 8 of them, and I put them on Marketplace. So the lady that bought them from me is someone I don't know, and she doesn't know me. Um, I only had on Marketplace, they don't give you her last name. So all I had was her
right,
first name at first,
right.
but she paid me by Venmo, and Venmo gave me her last name. And
Um,
then she wanted, what did she say? She wanted my text number when she was coming. I actually said to her, here's my text number so you can give me a heads up when you're headed over to make sure I'm looking for you because I have 5 doors here and that's a problem. So I need to look for people when they're coming. As you well know, Robin's been here, right? So then I had her first name, her last name because of Venmo. She told me actually what town she lived in. She mentioned it. And then I had her cell phone number. So then I went to look White Pages up and she's in there. So I got the address and her birthday from it. And I sent her a thank you card from the marketplace purchase. Now, the reason I'm happy about that is because I would bet you, I don't know, any kind of money that she's never received a card from for a thank you card for a purchase she made on Marketplace before. Because that is
you
not
normally don't get one, no.
No, that is not something that would normally happen. She's probably going to wonder how I had her name and stuff, but I'm happy to explain it to her. But on the back of the card, of course, is my Avon ad or my
Hmm.
Avon information, I should say. It's not an ad, but so that was my one for the week that I was so happy about because I like it when I interact with somebody and I can figure out the rest of it, the mailing address and stuff. I love that. I like it when it happens, like if they come up to me in the van and I'm able to get enough that I can find them. I feel like score. So to me, that's a mindset as a send out cards or a small business person in direct sales. I think that's a mindset we all could benefit from is if someone, if I had to explain this to Ty a little bit because I think it is unusual, but if someone is in my world somehow, they gave me service, they came here and serviced the generator, or they bought something from me, or whatever it was, I'm going to try to get them in my database so that I never know. I may, I don't know, the friend that she sent to pick this up was all excited about Avon. I wouldn't be surprised if she contacted me and bought something, but it's just, I bet you, I'll bet you anything too that this one that gets the thank you note will tell that friend that came and picked those up for her. She'll say, "You're never going to believe this, but that, that girl that you got the Christmas tree from came back." It was funny. The one that came and picked him up came with her husband, and he was kidding me because of my Crocs. I had on hot Crocs that day, and he said, "Whoa, look at you!" And I said, "Hey, I'm driving a minivan. I got to be edgy somehow. Here you go, pop Crocs. Come on now." And he thought that was funny too. Yeah. So, but I mean, I think I didn't get their information. That would have been a good one too. But I actually think she'll probably call me because of what she said. But this one, I was so happy to get that. And it's pretty easy to do if you just get a couple key things or keep your mind so you're thinking, wait a minute, she gave me enough, I could do this. So you're looking for a last name, a town that they live in, a cell phone you could reverse look up. Any of
Mhm.
those things will work. Um,
Mhm.
Sometimes on Marketplace, I think you can click on their name if they allow it, and it goes to their profile on Facebook. That sometimes I've had that
Oh, I didn't
happen.
know
You can get some of the information from that. I like to look on their profile if I can, um, because most people put on their Facebook profile their birthday. And then when
Mhm.
I go to white pages, I can verify it's the same person. Because what are the odds the person would have the same name and the same birthday? So that it would be a second person. Chances are that verifies it's the person. So when I'm talking to somebody or interacting with somebody, right away with her, I was thinking, because it's Deanna, so that's a common name, and I'm thinking I need more than that. And when it came on Venmo with her last name, I'm like, yes. And she told me she lived in Northfield. I'm like, yes, because her name wasn't common enough, like it wasn't Deanna Smith. So I knew I could look her up, and chances are I would find her, and I did. So sadly, that was like, yeah, that like makes my whole day when that works out for a to be able to send a thank you card out of the blue like that. I love doing that. So, oh God, I don't mean to share this information, but the dog just farted. I feel like I'm gonna cry.
that. Dog farts are bad.
Yes.
And what the hell? Is he farting because he's scared? I don't know. He's still under my feet. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share right at the moment. Oh, I could do an espionage right quick. I got, one clock says two, one clock says four of. Which is it? Yeah,
Four of.
four of. Okay, let's
I
do,
have 1056.
Yeah.
okay. So if you don't mind, let's just grab one here. Let's see, hopefully some friend of mine put up or do I know somebody that posted a picture? Let's see. Oh, there's Kathy. Look at her picture. I love that picture of her. I haven't sent Kathy a card in a while. Let's see what else. Oh, what else? Oh, let's see. What is that? Um, I could just send a picture of her that she put, right? Yeah, let's just grab her picture because that was good. Here we go. Yay. Oh, and I know the perfect photo drop one for that. Save image. Yes. And then let's go back to send out cards. Sorry now, yeah, I'm in that mode. In that mode. So sorry. So now I want to do a photo drop card because I even know which one I want. You do enough of these, you start thinking like that.
Mm.
There's a photo drop one that says the world's best smile or something. That would be perfect for that picture. Where is that one? You know which one I mean?
I think so. I think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, it's got to be right here somewhere. Oh, how about Selfie Queen? Because
Mm.
that's a selfie. Let's see here. Where's the other picture the other card that because there's
Oh, they have
another.
so many of them.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, and then that's important to say because I get carried away creating cards. I love creating cards. It's a creative outlet for me. I love that. But if you don't like doing that, don't let that bother you because they spent a bunch of money and had a bunch of people on it, and they've created all of these cards. So you could literally just use their cards and do just fine. You wouldn't have to create a single one, and it
No.
would have the same effect. people don't know whether you created or they created it.
I go back and forth sometimes.
Yeah,
I'll create
yeah.
a bunch of cards, and then if it's something specific, I'll be like, I wonder what they have.
Oh, let's just go back to Selfie Queen because that was a good one. And I don't seem to find the other one here.
Yeah.
Oh no, here it is. World's Best Smile. There it is. That's the one. And you can change the color on this. So let's make it blue because
Blue.
because blue, right? Let's do a flat card because we're trying to make it fast and dirty here. Here we go. I wasn't very fast, but I'll try to get a little dirty here at the end. Fast and dirty. I'm wearing those pom-poms. I spray painted them blue that I had
Did
on the
you?
other. Yes, I did. They're like striped blue a little bit, but
I
that's
wish I was
okay.
going. I wish I was going.
It's gonna be fun. Look at that's perfect. That's what I was thinking when I saw that picture right
Yeah,
there.
that works.
What is
Mhm.
the, oh, yeah, there we go. Awesome. Now in the back, I'm just gonna put, let's see. Hey there, gorgeous. Love that smile. Rock star. And that's it. Rock star. I'm gonna make that bigger and I'm gonna make it my handwriting font. Then I'm
Mhm.
just gonna rock star. I spell everything right. Hey there, gorgeous. Love that smile, rock star. Yay. Then I'm gonna put a little background behind it and I'll put something blue, like a really light blue. That's purple. Well, I suppose that's blue. And then I'm just gonna proceed to cart. Yay, yay, yay. This is card number 10. I already sent 9 this morning
Mm.
or
Do
this
they keep track
afternoon.
of it for you?
Yes, they do. You
Okay.
haven't seen that little widget?
No, I don't send as many as you do.
No, you don't have to. I'll show you. It's on the dashboard.
Oh, is
Here's
it?
Kathy Turnbow, and I'll say done. And then, oh, let me make sure. Oh, no, see, I need to change my return address because I just sent some community theater ones. So edit the return address. You could just do the
Oh,
shopping cart, and it does change it universally. So here, what I regularly put on mine is Lisa Wilber. And then over here, I put, yeah, my link tree, and it prints it on the top. So link tree and blue hair lady. The reason I use my link tree, blue hair lady, and then this one I put to buy or sell Avon, to buy or sell Avon, and my custom nhlipsticklady.com. So you, Peg actually changes hers every time she sends a card. I don't. I usually just use this one. You do have to put save address right there, and it does change it from there forward. You have to change it again if you want it to change again. So see, here it is. That's the right one. So you want to check that if you're changing them. And then check out. And there, that's included. So I'll say confirm and send. Now I'll go back and show you the widget on the dashboard. And mine should say 10 now, hopefully. So here, if you
Mhm.
click on your picture, or if you didn't put a picture, it just say account. Click on account, and up comes the dashboard. Here it is right here, the widget.
oh, I see.
And see, I did 10 today. 11, 12, and 10. Yep, there we go. Isn't that nice? The widget. Don't you just like saying widget? Widget. So I've got
Oh.
errands. I hope you are too. Yeah, awesome. You probably saw it. Did you see I have a special customer VIP group? This is my new favorite thing is these energy shots from Market America because this one, the orange one, tastes like a pixie stick.
Oh,
We're fine.
it's
It's got a bunch of, it does have caffeine, but it's got a bunch of vitamins in it. Where the 5 hour
oh,
energy, I've been buying them on the Turnpike, which is twice what they would be anywhere else.
the
But I'm
Red Bulls or
well, it's the 5 Hour Energy, the little short ones.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
horrible tasting. I swear that's why they keep you awake because they taste so bad. But these do the same job and don't taste as bad. The grape one's my favorite. That one just tastes like grape juice, but this tastes like an orange pixie stick. But this is my new favorite thing. No, Avon told me if I did anything special separate, another rep, which I've done all along, that I had to have it in a separate group that was private. And they said super secret. I think they were being smart, but I named the group super secret
Super secret. Yeah.
just to, yeah, comply. So I have a super secret group. So if you're not in it, jump on in because it's funny. I post my breakfast every day. So like, why not non-controversial
My
breakfast?
breakfast was very interesting. I had a half of a cheeseburger.
Oh,
It was left over from dinner last night.
that's all right. I had some
That's
popcorn
what
with
I
mine
had.
yesterday.
That works. I'm glad I'm
No.
not the only one.
Anyway, I'm going to upload this on YouTube like usual, where you'll find all the replays. And if you have any questions or need some help in the meantime, Maureen and I can help you. Chances are.
And we're not here next Thursday.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Thank you. Not only next Thursday,
Are you both going to Boston?
I'm not going, no.
No? Okay.
I am, but she can't record without me somehow. I can't put her name on the Zoom
Oh,
account,
okay.
so it can't record. So that's why we're not doing it. The
I will
weekend,
be in Vegas next weekend.
yeah, and
Oh,
the
you're
week
coming to
after
Vegas?
too. Ooh.
Yep. It's well, Nikolai turned 21 in June. Anton's birthday is the 25th of August. So we're taking Nick for his 21st birthday, and coincidentally, it's Anton's birthday while we're there. So he got us tickets to the Raiders and 49ers game.
Woo.
Oh,
Figured, it's
Awesome.
preseason, but they're cheap enough that we get to see the inside of the stadium, because anything else that's regular season costs you a fortune to get in there.
Oh,
yeah,
does it?
yeah.
But preseason's not too bad. So I haven't been in the new stadium yet. So
The
Awesome.
stadium is
yeah.
crazy. The stadium is crazy.
Have you
It's
been in it or
oh no, I will never
no?
go it. I'll never go in
No.
it. No.
Mm.
Um, but it looks like a Roomba. That's exactly what it looks like from the outside. Kind of looks
Oh,
like a
really?
Roomba. Yeah.
Aruba.
And it's black. It's all black, of course, because of the Raiders.
The
But if you're
Raiders. Yeah.
driving down the freeway, part of it looks like it's hanging over the top of the freeway.
Oh,
Oh,
It's like the weird and where they put it, and I don't know why they built it. Well, I know why they built it there. They built everything because it's close to the strip, but
right.
they don't have a lot of parking.
Yeah.
oh.
The parking is a problem there. But
That's
yeah,
okay. We're staying on the strip. So
yeah.
Oh,
But
nice.
it's interesting, but it's black. It's from what I understand, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous stadium, but
Nice. So
yeah.
we have a 2 week break here. 2 week break.
Okay.
So we're going to be back on the 5th because the 22nd I'm going to be down in Boston at the Avon Convention. The
mhm.
29th I'll be driving back from Great Wolf Lodge in
Oh, you
Massachusetts.
haven't gone there yet. I was
No,
going to ask you how you liked it, but you haven't gone yet.
yeah.
Okay.
No, that's that next week, the
Okay.
26th, 27th, 28th.
I've
So
always
that
wondered what that place was like.
I can tell you right now because of the price difference, it's not going to be like Legoland. I forewarned Ty that too. Legoland is up at the level of Disney.
Yeah.
This is not. This is definitely not. I looked at the rooms. They do have the branding, but nothing like Legoland. Legoland, they have that figured out. They're
Oh.
Disney caliber
Mm-hmm.
everything. It was clean Disney caliber branding on everything. And this
Mm.
is not going to be like that. But I'll take lots of pictures and share it with you. I knew it wasn't going to be though because of the price. It's way less. So, but then
Um,
when I looked at the rooms and stuff, you can tell there's a huge difference in
do they have
but
like a water park or something
it's the
there?
indoor water park that we're going for. And
That's
that's
okay.
the thing Legoland didn't have. They have like a regular amusement park. So
Okay.
they must have spent all of their money making the water park awesome because the rooms are not they're not the same like Legoland, that was half of the thing, is the room
Oh
was
yeah,
just,
my boys love Legoland. We never
yeah, that
stayed
was
there though. We always stayed at a
oh,
hotel outside. We never stayed
you
there.
should try even one night because it was amazing. Like
Fine.
the elevator at Legoland had a disco ball and it had a vinyl wrap on the whole thing, so it had the characters and all that. And when the door shut and you started going up, it played a disco song and everything. It was
Oh, okay.
awesome. But it's not going to be like that, but it's going to be awesome, just not that awesome.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I said, lower your expectations because we just went to Legoland. It's not that, but it should be fun. The water park should be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
have a good time. Enjoy
thank you very
Boston.
much. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. And thank you, Maureen, for the co-hosting always. And we will talk to you. I'm sure I'll talk to you in the meantime, but we'll see you here in a couple weeks.
All right, so
Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
bye.